Little Victory is back with an exciting video. It's a different type of PSA reveal. I will be showcasing an OG crackout grading strategy. I used to do this a lot back in the day, probably like 10 years ago, but I haven't tried it in a while, in years. But I'm bringing it back for this video, and let's hope it works. So, the strategy. You pick a desirable, preferably iconic rookie card that has a huge, staggering price discrepancy between a PSA Mint 9 value and a PSA Gem Mint 10 value. Two great examples of this is the 1989 Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, Upper Deck, and the 1989 Score Barry Sanders rookie card. Let's look at their price difference real quick between a 9 and a 10. So, a PSA 9 Griffey currently sells for around $200. A PSA 10 Griffey sells for around $2,000. That's an $1,800 difference. That's huge. So let's look at the Barry Sanders. A PSA 9 Score Barry Sanders currently sells for around $100, and a PSA Gem 10 sells for around $1,300. So that's about a $1,200 difference. That's also pretty massive. So, the strategy. So what you do next is you buy about 5 to 10 copies of that card in a PSA 9 form. You can buy it on eBay or card shows or wherever. As long as you're buying them close to comps, that's good. And you can't just buy any PSA Mint 9 slab. You have to buy high quality 9s. Meaning, when you're buying them, make sure they're centered and that there's no white showing on the corners or edges. Then once you do that, you have your cards. Then you crack them out, give them a quick wipe down with a microfiber cloth, and then you submit them to PSA all together in that same order, back to back, consecutively. The hope is that when the grader sees all 5 or 10 nice clean copies in a row, they will most likely grade at least one of them a Gem Mint 10 and the others all Mint 9s. Obviously, the more 10s, the better. I'm all for that, but your goal is just one, and that's all it takes to make really good money. For example, let's say you submit 5 of these Griffies, and one hits a Gem Mint 10, and all the others Mint 9s. The Mint 9s are pretty much a wash, a push, except for the grading fees. And that Gem Mint 10 is all profit from what you originally paid. So say the grading fees were $20 per card, 5 Griffies, that's $100. You hit one Gem 10, then you could sell that for $2,000. You originally paid $200 for the card in a 9 form, and then go ahead and add that $100 for the grading fees. So you're looking at that $2,000 you sold minus $200 minus $100, which equals a potential $1,700 profit on the entire order. That is the hope. Let's hope it works. And in this video, I put this little strategy to the test. So I will be using the 1989 Barry Sanders Score card as the subject, not the Griffey. I bought 5 very nice, clean Mint 9 copies of the card for around $100 each. And now, most of them are PSA slabs. There is one CSG, but it looked great. So now all I have to do is crack them out, submit to PSA, wait, and hope I hit at least one gem. So I will crack them out really quick, and you will see them all in there, all clean in their card savers. All right, here they are, all clean in their card savers, ready to grade. Fortunately for you guys, you don't have to wait for the results. I will add the results to this video right now. So wish me luck, and I hope I hit one. Enjoy the results. Thank you. All right, here are the 5 Barry Sanders rookies back from grading. Let's just do this. First one up. Flip it. Here we go. First one got a 9. I can see a touch of white on the upper left. Accurate grade. Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2 got a 9. This one looked pretty clean. Pretty centered up. Touches of white maybe on that bottom right corner. Okay, number 3. Third one got a 9. You can tell they're pretty sharp cards. This one looks a little off-centered, left to right, thinner on the left than the right. Okay, that was number 3. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 got a Gem Mint 10. I probably don't need to act surprised. I did know the grades, but I'm really excited about this. Look at the card. No white showing, pretty centered up. It looks amazing. Look at this. Gem Mint 10. I'm stoked that the strategy worked. Like I said, I did it back in the day, and it worked, I don't know, 50% of the time, give or take. It's nice to see. Still has some traction. All right, here's the 10. Look at this. Huge hit here. Huge hit. And now I have to think about whether I want to keep it or not. Because I've always wanted one of these in a PSA 10. We'll see. Probably end up selling it. Okay. Last one up. And this one, if I remember correctly, was the CSG crackout one. I got a 9. So this one I actually think is an overgrade. They were kind and gave me a 9 on this one. You see that white edge? It bothers me. Other than that, the card was pretty nice, but that top edge is why it got knocked down to 9. In my opinion, I think it should have gone down to an 8. There you go. All right, so let's talk about this order now. All right, so I just want to caution you guys thinking about trying this strategy. Yes, it worked out for me this time, thankfully, but it doesn't always work out. It's a gamble, like a lot of things in this hobby. But it's a calculated gamble, but things could have easily went wrong. You know, on a different day, I could have went 4 mint 9s and a near mint to mint 8. And if that were the case, I would have lost around $150. You know, $100 for the grading fees and $50 for the deduction to an 8 from a 9. But when calculating the risk pre-submission, that's the number I factored in. You know, I figured worst case, I lose $150. Best case, I make $1,200 getting that one Gem Mint 10. To me, that's worth the risk, worth the gamble. And I hit the best case. You know, currently this buried Gem Mint 10 is going for around $1,350. So minus the grading fees for all the 5 cards and maybe the eBay sales fee, I think I stand to make around $1,100 profit just on this order, on this try. You know, also it's possibly important to note I used another little strategy within this. I put all 5 berries together in the order, you know, back to back. But I put the nicest one, the one I thought had the best chance to gem, in the 4th slot. I figured, you know, maybe after the grader saw 3 consecutive nice solid mint copies and probably gave them mint 9s, that their mind might be thinking, all right, let's throw this dude a bone and gem one of these. But it's crazy, but that's exactly how it played out. The 4th slot got that Gem 10. You know, before cards, my background was psychology in both my undergrad and grad school. So I love thinking about the human mind and how each of us observes things. You know, maybe that's why I still like human grading over AI. You know, I secretly like playing the games of grading and maybe figuring out how to win at those games. But all right, I hope you all enjoyed this little video. I still would have posted this video even if I would have failed, but luckily I didn't, and I got to show you some success, a little victory. All right, I appreciate you watching. Thanks as always.